And let me put you on. Everybody's mute here. I'm going to mute everybody. Okay. All right. So I'm super excited about this because I feel like sometimes we need just kind of, maybe you're stuck at something, or maybe you haven't got a lot of market partners, or maybe you just got a lot of customers and you're like, okay, how do I transition this? So we're going to go over some things to kind of help you to maybe even deal with that, but also to help you get to managing market partner. Because if you're already at managing market partner, maybe you've been stuck there and you want to get higher. So it's also going to help you with that, because I feel like everything I teach you from the very beginning of your business is going to help you go all the way to director. Really. I mean, because it's the same things that I do, you're going to do all the time. Like, you're never going to stop doing that. As long as you keep doing it, you keep filling that pipe, you're going to get where you need to be. So we're going to talk about one of the things that I've actually been, that I want to do. And then I'm going to start like putting in, is I'm working on right now, I'm actually working on a worksheet that's Champa Tribe specific to help people launch. So if you have someone that begins, like, you know exactly what to do. It's step by step by step by step. Like, I know, like Market Partner Academy is amazing, but I feel like I want to have something. I'm a visual person. Like, if I'm like check, 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 like, that helps me. And so if I go to a 2-in-1 with, or a 1-on-1 onboarding with my person that's launching, then I want to be able to start them off in the right direction and give them the right stuff. But you also have to know that too. So that's what we're going to go over. So the most important thing that I want you guys to realize is that this business is not easy. So if you thought it was easy, well, I'm here to tell you it's not. It's actually probably one of the hardest things that you will do. It's called the entrepreneurial roller coaster. Okay. Now, what that means is you're going to have ups in your business and you're going to have downs in your business. It happens to the best of us. There are months that I don't have my best month, and there are months where I have a crazy awesome month. So I want you to be like, okay, that's cool. You do that too, Jessica. Like, you have those too. And I'm like, yes. I get told no. I get blocked. I get laughed at. Okay, like, it happens to me. I've had no shows with parties. Okay, I've had messaging people and they completely stopped messaging me. Like, done, over, where did they go? They disappeared, right? Like, I've had that. So I just want you guys to realize that, like, this person, just because I maybe see like, oh, success, with success comes hard work. Okay. So, let me get my notes here. So first and foremost, what I want you to know is, what is your why? Okay, now we talk about this all the time, but I really want you guys to get it deep down. Why are you doing Monates? And this should be something that is throughout your whole organization. If you sign up a new person, you need to know why they're doing this, because it's their pull strings. Okay, so we have, Lily, I know why she's doing this business because we've talked and I know her why. So I can say, hey, Lily, remember what we talked about? Like, you're having a downtime, but why are we doing this, right? Not just for the money, but so that you can help adoption, right? That is something, okay? So, and I know I've talked to also Tiffany, okay? And so you guys, I just want you guys to realize that, like, you need to know why you're doing this business. See, I believe that God and I know you may not believe that, but I do. I believe that God places a dream in your heart. I believe he places it there for a reason. And it may be a size too big. What's the reason for that? So that you can grow into it. Okay? So that you can grow into it. It's, believe me, from day one from this business, I have taken on the fact that my dream that I had was to impact and influence other moms to be able to stay at home. Did I know that day one I was going to get that? No, I had to grow into that. I had to grow into it. So dreams, they come a size too small so that we can grow into them. Okay. Now, I want you to realize that you need to know, for your team's sake, you need to know, their dream. What do they want? If Monate was truly to give them what they wanted, like if they could have anything, what would it be? What would that dream be? And you need to know it, okay? Another thing you need to know is that I do Monate so that, okay? Now, you need to know your so that statement. I think this is powerful. Why is this powerful? This is going to help people see that you're not just doing Monate to get a number. You're not just doing Monate to sell a system. You're not just doing Monate to get a pair of shoes. You're doing Monate so that I can fund my baby girl's adoption, so she can finally be at home, right? I'm doing Monate so that I could stay at home with my kids, so that they don't know my mother-in-law more than they know me, right? I want to do Monate so that. What is your so that statement? I want you guys to send them to me, okay? If you don't have my text message, go ahead and send an instant messenger. I want you to think about it, and I want to know them. Okay, I want to know those so that's, because I love seeing them. I just did the leadership call, and I got so that's. Like, I got about 10 of them. It fires me up, because I'm like, you know what? I'm doing Monate so that I can help moms to influence and create a life of significance and leave a legacy for their family. That's why I'm doing what I do. That's why I have sleepless nights, right? That's why I'm up early, so that I can do that. Okay, so what is your so that statement? Send it to me. That's your first homework assignment, okay? Disappointment is going to happen, but it's the fact that you expect it to happen. I'm going to tell you right now, people are going to tell you no, right? Hundreds of people are going to tell you no. But that's okay, because just because they tell you no doesn't mean that it makes you feel anything like your business is horrible. No, it just means it's not right for them. So I want you to think about your business like this. You're going to make a list, right? Like we talk about your list. I want you to write 50 names. I don't want you to have any, I don't want you to be like, well, this person won't do the business. No. Like, who do you know? Write them down. Write down a list, right? And then you're going to put a star by those 10 people that you're like, dude, I would die if they were on my team. Like, they are, like, I'm super excited that they're on my team, right? Top 10. But then also maybe those 10 that you're like customer. Like, I really feel like they need the products. Like, if I could give them just a system to try, to say, hey, I want you to try this out, they'll become my customer. Who are those people? Okay? And this is what you're going to do with your 50 people. You're going to write the list out, and this is what you're going to think. I'm sorting apples, right? So I'm going to be going through these apples, and I don't know what color they are. I don't know what's inside them. I don't know who they are, right? They're just blank. But some of them are going to be red, juicy apples. And what are those? Those are people that want to be market partners. Okay, they're super excited to join you in this business venture, and I'm like, yes, I got a market partner. Red apple, right? And then you're going to go through and you're going to have green apples, right? And they're going to be, actually, green apples are going to be those that are like, they're your customers, right? Green apples are your customers, and you're like, okay, cool, right? I'm sorting through them. And then you're going to have those that are yucky, rotten apples, and they tell you no. Okay, they're like, they think you're stupid for doing something like this. Oh, how could you do a network marketing business? It's just there. How could you do that? It's a scam. Like, all this, right? And they're the rotten apples. What do you do with rotten apples? Do you keep them in the bunch? No, you throw them out. You don't even care. Like, you don't look at the rotten apple and go, oh, rotten apple. Oh, no, you throw it away. You're like, bye, see you later, awesome, moving on. That's what I want you guys to do. You are sorting apples in your business, right? You're creating your list. You're going through them one by one by one by one. Now, you guys know that probably out of 10 people you talk to, maybe 1 to 2 people will say yes, okay? Maybe they'll be your customer, or maybe they'll be your market partner. If you feel like you're like, well, I'm just not getting anywhere. Well, who you sharing it with? Do you have your list going? Right? So you want to organize those. You want to have those top 50. You want to go through them. You're going to sort them. Okay. Now, you have to know that some people don't have confidence. Okay. And they don't have confidence in themselves. And so the reason what you're going to do when you tell someone about this business is you're going to present the opportunity as a business. Okay? You're going to present this business as a product. Okay, not just the products itself, but the business is a product. Think about it. When someone tells you no because they can't afford it, oh, I can't afford that shampoo. That's expensive. I can't spend $30. Well, let's think about this. You need this opportunity, because if you can't spend $30 to $40 when you want to, we need to talk, sister. Who wants to live that way? I mean, I've been there. I've done that. There was a time where it was like, well, I don't know, we can't, buy gas, or like literally we've been there. So who wants to live like that? Nobody. So, you want to represent the opportunity as a product itself and saying, hey, I'm doing this business so that, and you say your so that statement. Tell it to everybody. I don't care if they're a customer. I don't care if they're a market partner. I don't care. Every prospect should know why you do this business. Okay. And they should know where you're going too. Okay. Like, hey, you know what? I'm really super excited about this business. Like, I'm doing 1/8 so that I can stay at home with my girls, or fund an adoption. And I actually see this doing that for me. And I'm going somewhere with it. Now, I want you to come with me. I want us to do this together. But if you don't want to, that's okay. No big deal. But I just wanted to tell you this is why. Okay? And that's going to help them see that this is bigger than just a shampoo. See, this is helping me get my dream, my why of why God has put inside me, right? Have confidence with that. All right? Help people see that they can dream, right? That they can dream. Now, one of the things that you can do with your list is you're just going to be sorting, right? You're just going to be asking people to check this out. Okay, that's all I want you to do. I just want you to check this out. Okay, there's no strings attached. Like, I don't want you to feel like I'm harping, but I just want you to check this out. Okay, so this is kind of a way that you can, you can do a 3-way phone call with somebody. And 3-way phone calls not even necessarily have to be on a phone. They could be on a group message. And I feel like you guys, some of you don't use this because you feel like, I don't want to harp on them. Like they feel uncomfortable. But use this because the third party is huge. When someone takes a look at this business, they're actually thinking in their brain, can I do this? And if you make the process as simple as possible, step by step by step, that they could actually do it themselves, right? Then you can actually, they'll be able to do it, right? Because they're thinking in their brain, okay, so she had to go through every system. I don't think I can know that. She, thinks she has to know this, this, and this. I don't think I can do that. I don't have the time for that. But you need to be streamlining it and say, you know what, do you have time? I have this amazing, awesome video that I want to send to you. If you watch it, would you like to watch it? That's it, right? And you get a video and you send it to them. And then you're going to ask them what they loved about it, right? Like, what'd you love about it? Okay. And then you're going to ask them, be saying, hey, so what did you love about the video? Da, 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 and you kind of go from there, right? So you're just a messenger seeing to just check it out. That's it. And so what I want you guys to be doing is, why think about this. Why did you say yes to this opportunity? You get your so that statement. And what's missing in your life right now? Okay. What would you like more of? Right? Do you want more time? Do you want more money? Right? Do you want more freedom? Do you want a purpose? Like, do you lack a purpose? Do you just go to work because that's what you do? Right? Actually, there's a quote, and I can't think of but it's Charlie Brown, and he basically says, I'm just living my life, not really doing much, just getting by every single day. And I think a lot of people live the Charlie Brown way, right? They're like, I'm just getting by. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. I just want to get by. That's it. Pay my bills, move on. What kind of life is that? Seriously. No, that is not a life. So and then you're going to ask them, how much money do you want to make? I want to ask you right now, how much money do you want? What makes this possible? What gets you really excited about doing this? Okay? What gets you really super excited about doing this? What would fire you up? Okay? And then I want you to tell me, what are you going to do with that money? What are you going to do with it? What are you going to pay for it? Right? And how's it going to feel when you do that? The coolest thing about this business is that what I want you guys to realize is that this business is actually earned while you learn. You don't have to know everything. Now, I have some analytical minds on here right now, okay? And they feel like they have to know everything before they get started. And let me just tell you right now, no, you don't. This business is all about learning while you earn, okay? Earning while you learn. And it's a step-by-step. You don't have to know the floodgates. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just know the step-by-step. Because I don't want to protect you. I want to protect you from the whole waterfall, right? Like, that scares you. But if I could tell you step-by-step what you need to do, could you think you could do this business, right? And that's what we want to do, okay? So you're going to stretch outside your comfort zone, okay? Now, I know that's not fun. And we look at it and go, yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to stretch outside my comfort zone. No, okay? But you have to stretch outside your comfort zone. What is something that scares you? I want you to do it this week. That's your homework, okay? Something that just kind of freaks you out. Maybe there's someone you need to talk to about this business and tell them you so that statement. Like, can I tell you why I'm doing this business? Maybe go live, right? And kind of tell them you're so that statement. Do a Facebook Live and tell them why. Why are you doing this? Not how. You know, because we can get so caught up on how. I want you to know why, right? Why are you doing this business? So, I want you to introduce your top 3 prospects with your upline ASAP. So who's your top 3 prospects? Now, like I told you guys, it doesn't have to be a phone call. It can be a group message. So if you guys know how to do that, you can put your group person in there and say, hey, I want to introduce you to my friend. Not my business partner, not my sponsor, not my upline, not my mentor, but my friend. And I want you to hear her story and how this has changed her life. Now, you may not be interested in the business, and that's fine. That's okay. But you're going to hear her story, and it may spark someone in your mind that needs this opportunity. Okay? And I want you guys to do that. So introduce your sponsor to the top 3 people that you are sharing the business with. Okay? And then you're just going to repeat the process. Okay? You're going to repeat the process. Now, I'm going to talk about IPAs. Okay? Now, a lot of people say that, like, what's IPA? Well, it's an income-producing activity. What does that look like? Okay? What does that look like? Well, I want you to get in a good way of doing your daily method of operations. Now, Lily, she's a direct line for me. We're trying to help her get to MMP. Tiffany's actually under one of my girls, Tony, but I help her. And I see Casey on here, and I know Casey's helping Melissa. But what I want to do, I want you guys to do is be accountable to someone. So if you have an upline that you're talking to that's helping you with this business, I want you to do this to them, okay? I want you to daily check in, okay? Now, what I'm going to put and talk about, actually, and put up on Champa Tribe, is we're going to talk about what a new member does, like their checklist of like check, 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 right? Their first 2 days, they need to present the getting started checklist, what that looks like, right? Conduct a game plan, which is what I'm going over with you right now. Okay, introduce your upline in a 3-way phone call, right? Like if you have a new person, you want to immediately get them on the call with your upline, your sponsor, and say, hey, this is such and such. I'm super excited she's on the team, right? Have them do their first Curiosity Facebook Live. Now, what does that look like? So I want every one of you guys to do this. Now, one thing I want you guys to realize, and I think is that I didn't do a very good a job at this in the beginning, and that's just because I wasn't taught really well. But not putting all your laundry on Facebook, meaning like you post about money, okay? You need to be curious. You need to make people curious about what you do, okay? So when you do, maybe you can do a live video on your Facebook and talk about your product, one product that you love so much, but you don't even mention what it is. Like you don't say like, this is Monat blah. You go, oh my gosh, guys, like I really have to share with you today my very favorite product, Champ Dry Shampoo. Seriously, most amazing stuff I've ever tried. This is what it does. This is what I've struggled with. Right? And that's all you do. If you have any questions, if you're having these problems, go ahead and message me. I'd love to talk to you more about it. Okay, now what if your new people did that? Like what if maybe they get their box for Monat, brand new, open it up for the first time, and they get on there and they go, oh my gosh, look at this stuff, look at this, I'm super excited about this, I'm doing this business so that, right? Say your so that statement. People are gonna message you. Think about it. They can get 5 people that says, what are you doing? Well, then you can automatically get them going in helping them prospect them, right? Try that this week. Do a curiosity, okay? Just one product. That's all I want you to do, okay? And then I want you to do your IPAs. So some IPAs are this. Talk to new people about Monat. How many people am I going to talk new to? Okay, this is your bloodline of your business. If you want to know why you're stuck, it's because you're not doing this right here. Okay, I promise you, you're not doing this. Showed a VIP the Dare to Succeed. Did a one-on-one. Did a 2-on-1. If you don't know what 2-on-1 it means your sponsor, in you and your prospect. So 2-in-1. Explain the Smart Start bonuses. Put someone on the Market Partner training site. Did a 3-way phone call, got someone to an event, hosted an event, did a shampoo party, went to a shampoo party, enrolled a new market partner, sampled products, followed up, and communicated with my team. These are all income producing activities. How are you doing on them? What would you rate yourself? You doing well with it? Maybe you're sharing with people, but you're getting customers. Okay, let's think about what you're saying to them. I want you to switch up what you're saying to them. You're all about products because that makes you comfortable. I know it is. It's easy to share with someone about a shampoo. It's so much more difficult to share them about why you're doing this business. It's like, I believe this business is going somewhere. I believe it's going to change my family's family. I believe this is going to make an impact in my family, and I want to take you with me. Like, let's do this together. There's power in 2. I love you so much. I want to share this with you. I believe you would be amazing at it. If you don't think so, no big deal, right? Be secure in the fact that this opportunity is better than anything. It is. It is unbelievable. It really is. Be secure in that. Okay? So, those are your IPAs. So what I want you guys to do is I'm actually going to post this in Champa Tribe. I want you guys to print it off. And I'm actually making it up right now. Post and print it off and keep track of it and send it to your people. Send it to your upline. Say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is my goal. This is what I'm doing every day. And check in with them. If you get a new market partner, help them. Say, okay, how many people are you talking to? Who do we need to talk to first? Let me help you get those messages going, right? Now, if you guys are interested in doing like a prospecting, like a Zoom, and we do it together, and I share my screen with you, and I help you kind of understand what message to send. If you want to do like cold messaging, or maybe people you want to do, let me know, because I think that would be cool. You get a couple people on here, and you work together, and like do a kind of a message 20 people. Work together, right? So you can help kind of spark your business. So this right here is really cool. It says process that always leads to victory is putting people in the pipeline of your business. So they're going to become, people are going to be sorted, right? Either customers, market partners, or they don't want it. So you're going to put them as a customer, maybe retail customer, VIP, market partners, right? So you always want to help people see what you got. Always be saying, okay, I know you want to be a VIP customer, but I feel like it would be a disservice to you if I did not share with you about the market partner part, right? You get an extra 15% off. You get free products. You actually get commissions and bonuses and trips. I just wanted to tell you about it. I know you said you didn't want to, but I just feel like if I could just tell you about it, that way you know, so that maybe later on, if this is something you want to do, we'll be able to transition you into it, okay? So let's go back over our homework to really restart your business, okay? So you're going to identify your so that. I want you guys to send them to me, okay? Send them to me. A second. I want you guys to send me those statements so that I want you to organize your. Whoa, a second. Someone asked me a question. If you're gonna ask me a question, you can chat, put it in the chat box, okay? But you're gonna do the so that statement. You're gonna send it to me, and then you're gonna get your 50 prospects. If you haven't written them down, you need to be doing that. And then you're gonna go through those people, and you're going to be messaging them. All right. You're going to stretch outside your comfort zone. You're going to do something that scares you this week. Maybe a live video. Whoop! Some of you guys are like, oh God. Okay, live video. Do the curiosity live video, right? That's amazing. That's awesome. And then I want you to introduce your sponsor to your top 3 prospects ASAP, either by message or phone. Okay? Now, I'm going to if you guys, who wants to, maybe some of you want to be in the hot seat and ask me a question. Maybe you're having some issues with stuff and you want to need help. Go ahead and unmute yourself and or raise your hand and I will unmute you.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
Sending packages of samples. I have a few that have responded. I get back with them. I usually go through my receipts on what they're going to get it and check back with them and see how they're doing. Not everyone has responded, which is fine. Some of them have become VIPs from that. And just from trying the product, immediately they fell in love with it. But I also have those people where like, okay, yeah, next week. And so how would you say, like, what I have been doing is just, okay, girl, hey, this is a huge opportunity that, like the deal that we had last weekend. And so I send out the message. This is a great deal. What do you think? Let me know if you're willing to, get this deal. And then I didn't respond I didn't get back with them until they responded back because I didn't want to be like too pushy or salesy. So I'm I don't know, just the fact of like, how often did you get with them, like to kind of update, like you wait 3 days?
I mean,
I usually wait a little bit.
if they're not getting back with me, like I'm gonna, I just give them like maybe one more time, right? And then I would just like put them on a follow up. Say, like if they're not answering me at all, then I'm just gonna put them on a follow up list later on. Be like, hey,
Yeah, I have moved on from a few of them, and I just, like turn the page, keep moving, sending messages to other people,
like
and I have been doing that, and I'm getting, huh?
I was gonna say the ones that are saying like next week, that I would just message them and say, hey, can I ask you a question? So what do you feel like? What is holding you back from buying this? Like, I would just ask them, like, what's holding you back? Do you feel like, I just want to hear your objection, and then maybe they'll tell you, and then you can kind of help figure out what that is, right?
Yeah.
And if they feel like it is too expensive, then I can say, hey, you know what? Like, I just want to tell you the truth. Like, wouldn't it be awesome? Like, think about your life. Wouldn't it be really cool if you could buy something that you wanted when you wanted, instead of like having to wait? Wouldn't that be cool? And then they could answer you, and of course they're going to say yes, right? And then you can say, well, here's the thing. I believe this opportunity is actually a blessing, and so I want to share with you my so that. Would that be okay? And then go from there and see what they do. If they say no, 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 then you go, okay, awesome. Well, I'm going to put you on a follow-up list later on if that's okay. When we do have sales, I'll check back with you and leave it at that.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Doing great. Just keep on. You have VIPs. You just need to get market partners. So just share with people your so that. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Skipper?
Sitting there with a Dr. Pepper.
You have a question?
Hold on. Am I unmuted?
Yep.
Okay. Like I've had a couple people, and I even know a market partner who says that the samples that I send out, which is typically the Revive, makes her head itchy. I don't even know how to respond to that. I've lost, well, I don't want to say lost, but 2 or 3 people that haven't signed up as VIPs because they say that the product makes their head itchy.
Okay. Maybe what you can start doing to help. I know that DeVern talks about doing the oil treatment before someone starts uses even the shampoo. Maybe that'll help kind of because their scalp may just be so dry that they, it's helping clean it off, but that's probably what they're getting the itchiness from. So maybe do an oil treatment, send them an oil and have them do that before they wash their hair, like overnight.
Okay.
Or 20, 30 minutes, whatever you want to do. But I really feel like that's,
Okay.
DeVern talks about that because he says the hair needs a healthy environment. And so sometimes they have a lot of crap on their scalp and they're just used to not having it on their scalp, that they'll get that itchiness. So maybe try that.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome. No problem. Anybody else? I'll unmute you. Just you can unmute yourself, or you can. Anyone else?
Okay, I want to get my fast start. So what do you recommend, or what have you seen that I, might need to be doing right now to reach my goal by the end of this month? I have been texting like crazy and people are responding. Tomorrow I'm meeting with someone and she's actually signing up as a VIP. So I'm getting closer there, but the market partners are my deal.
Okay. So tell me what you're doing. How are you sharing this with with your people? What is the flow? Like, what are you doing?
I have been doing live videos explaining, how I was introduced to these products. I talked about the adoption, and a lot of people are interested on just signing up. A lot of them are like, no, it's too expensive, which I explained to them because a lot of my friends have heard of Abonate, but they have not heard anything about the VIPs. They have only heard from people that are just trying to sell.
Right.
So I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make relationship and build my relationships, through that. So, but it just seems like it's been a little rocky there on the market partner business thing because I just don't know how to explain it to them. Like
So what
I,
that maybe will help. So you're meeting with this girl for VIP. What I would do is like let me like say, hey, I actually want you to hear my friend's story. Like I know you said you want to be a VIP, but like just hear the story because I'm telling you it's amazing. And then we can help find out what's the right products for you. And because I feel like getting yourself out of the way will help people see you as a business person. And I think that sometimes with being in another business, some people are like, oh goodness, right? And so we want them to understand that we're doing this for a purpose and we want to help others. So, asking them questions like, hey, if you could do anything, what would it be? Asking them questions of, hey, if you could make an extra $500 a month, what would that do for your family? Right?
hmm hmm
Because, and just really interjecting that seed for them and saying, I would love you to be my VIP, but I also want to share this other option with you because I feel like if I don't, it's a disservice for you. So just let me explain it and let me give you, in a three-way message or with my friend and let her tell her story, and then you can see where you want.
Okay. Yeah, because I talked to another lady this morning at church, and she literally said that she wanted to stay home. So she's looking for, I think it was Rosetta Stone or something like that, that she was applying for so she can go part time. She's a teacher, and she like looked at me and she goes, "How's it going with the shampoo business?" Because I'm a little bit interested on it, and so I started explaining a little bit, but it wasn't too deep because we were at church, and so like I told her that she's really close to me, so I told her that I was gonna call her tomorrow. So I'm doing the thing. I'm just like,
And it's going to happen. It's just putting those people in the pipe work and just explaining like I told you, the opportunity as a product too. And I think
all
sometimes we
right.
back away from the opportunity because we're afraid of it. And with prior successes, you haven't had success with building a team. You've had a little bit, maybe kidnappers in your other business, but to truly have people that want to build a business, you really
Yeah.
haven't had that. So you're afraid of it, and that's totally normal. But we want to help encourage that because you have made some money, right? You have made a little bit of money, and that's powerful for people. So, and letting them understand that this is a family that they're joining. Like, I want to introduce you to Jessica. She's my friend, and she's actually helping me do this business. And so we don't do this alone. Like we do this.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Thanks, Jess.
You're welcome. No problem. Anybody else? Tiffany, do you have anything?
Not really. Everything that you've said has pretty much resonated because um I'm in the same boat as Liliana. I think I'm like everybody because in our area there is one other market partner and she was a kidnapper, like you said. Like she just wanted the product, so she did, and she wasn't, she was even with another team. Like I don't even know who she signed up with. Um and so she's the only other person and she's not really sharing. So nobody around here really knows even what Money is. And so it's a good thing, but it's also really tough. Like it's not easy to get VIPs, but it's a whole lot easier to get VIPs than it is to say, hey, why don't you jump on board with me and let's do this together, because they're like, well, I don't know even what this is, you know? And so it's been like a super slow process, but I think with the VIPs that I have loving the product so much that, you know, I think in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know, I want to focus on the fast start, but then again, I want to make sure that these people love it as much
Oh yeah.
as I do. And then my business, you know, whether I make fast start or not, my business is going to thrive because I'm building relationships with the VIPs and they love the product. So I want to make the fast start. I'm in the same as you. Like, I want to make it by the end of the month, but I want to make it honestly, and I want to make it, you know, to where I'm like glorifying God and not just being like money, 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 and, you know, not bombarding people with it that literally had no idea 3 months ago what money even was. So I feel like when you said sell the business as a product, that's something that I feel like I need to work on, is because I've never looked at the business as a product. I've looked at it as a byproduct, you know, of the product.
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing I want to change in my mindset, is not to select prospect, I guess,
Yeah.
and not just go after the people that I think need the business, but just offer it to everybody as,
Yep.
you know, as just that's just what I do, is just offer that too. So yeah, I guess.
That's you're doing amazing, and I want you guys to realize that just because you have VIPs doesn't mean you're failing. I mean, our building blocks of our business is our VIPs. Like that's residual income. So you're doing amazing, Tiffany, by facilitating a relationship with your VIPs and getting it right, so that they can actually be a referral base for you too. You know, and that's amazing. So another cool thing is that they can transition. I mean, you were a VIP and you became a market partner, right? Because you fell in love with it and you're like, why not? I mean, I might as well do this, right? And so God's going to use you, but you also have to be ready for it and be like willing, okay? And say, you know what? God has given this to me and I want to share this with you, because I feel like if I don't, it's a disservice to you. Like this is such a brand new opportunity in our area that I feel like, I mean, it's like me when I was first started 3 years ago. Like it was overwhelming because no one knew about it, but it was a crazy opportunity. So just knowing that God's going to use you, you just have to be willing to step out and allow him to. So yeah, great job. Thank you. All right. So anyone else want to share? Casey? Casey?
Can you hear me?
I can now. I muted you.
Okay, I've been trying to fiddle with this and get my camera to work. I didn't know if it worked or not. Okay, so I want to kind of go back to people being on the fence.
Okay.
Is what I have found that works, and to help get them off the fence and really see where they're at. When they say, hey, next week, ask them what day, and go ahead and don't just message them, call them and say, hey, you know what, I'm available, I'm at my computer right now, I can take your information and go ahead and get you started. That way you really see where they're at and you're not wasting a whole lot of time with messaging. And you know, because we spend so much time in our head, or I know I do, going, what's the right words to say? Am I, you know, ending with a question? Am I doing all these things that I'm watching all this training on? Just go ahead and make the call and don't be nervous.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people out there that has hair and do want to try the products. This is just something I struggle with personally, and I have to remind myself of these things. Just don't be afraid to make the call and ask them, you know, just straight up. I'm at my computer. If they don't answer, you know, you do move on. Or the callback list, you know, it's not a no, it's a not right now. And don't be afraid, you guys. I struggled with getting business partners myself as a stylist. I've always sold product. So I don't even know, Jessica, how long was it before I got a business partner?
It was like 5 months probably.
It was a long time. It was a long time. So I binge watched Eric Worre, Read Go Pro. That'll help you get things into perspective. And another thing is your belief. Watch videos of other people's successes, know their successes, use their stories, and knowing what we have a hold of helps us present the opportunity. I struggled with it too. I was rebuilding myself from the inside out. I didn't have a lot of self confidence, but knowing what you have a hold of is really powerful. Whether you have a financial story or not, use someone else's, because we really do have something special, girls. We really do. And how you present it, people know. If you're nervous and if you're not certain of it, they can read that. Just like when, we can tell when our kids are, hiding something, or, if we're not sure of ourselves, it shines through. So video yourself presenting the Dare to Succeed. Watch it. Video yourself pitching the business. And watch your video. I did that and it helped. I haven't done it in a while. I probably need to do that again. So those are just a couple of the things that help me, and that I kind of need to get back to the basics myself.
Yeah. And this is what this is about. Thank you. That was awesome. I think that, just knowing that, what, we all have to kind of revert and say, okay, what do I need to do to help my business? And so that's what I've been doing. I feel like for just the new year is saying, okay, what processes can I help fix being a leader? How can I help my team? And I feel like these Zooms are amazing. Like, I really feel like it's going to help. And so I want to do, I'm going to start doing more of them, because I want to be face to face with you guys, because I love seeing your faces, and being able to do the hot seat and talk to you and go, hey, what are you struggling with? Let's help you. Right. Because we're in this together. Just because I am executive director and Champa Tribe, whatever, I'm for you. I'm in your corner. Okay. I want you to succeed. I don't care if you're in my 8th, 10th, 9th, whatever level you're in. I don't care. I want to help you. Okay. And so we all need to kind of have that. And so I think this was awesome. I don't know if it helped you, but I did record it. So I'm going to be able to, hopefully, sometimes I have an issue with if it's long, but I did upload it to my computer, so, and not the cloud. So maybe that'll help. But I'll try to put it in Champa Tribe. Does anybody have any?
Another thing that I did started doing, I'm not comparing my business that I had before and that I have now. One of the things that I have found in this business, other than God opening the opportunity, I have found relieved and distressed. I have more freedom, and I have been enjoying my kids more. But what I have been doing, I have been keeping myself accountable with my VIPs, always reaching out to them, letting them know that I have been, I was honest when I said I will be here 100% for you if you have questions or things like that. And the first thing I did when they joined, I send them a thank you card.
Yeah.
For joining. And I know that there's a few of them that have, that kind of like me, tiptoes of wanting to sign up as market partners, maybe switch, hoping for that. But like Tiffany said, I know God's in control. I am not about the money. I know I need the money. But I also know that God has put this opportunity for a reason. And that was for me to reach out to women and men that need help, and that are feeling probably like I was feeling like a failure. I wasn't providing for my family, and that wasn't true. That was a lie. So, I'm doing my best, and I'm, like I said before, keeping myself accountable with all of you ladies, even if I don't know you. You guys know that you guys can always reach out, and maybe on those days when you're feeling like you're failing, just need the reminder of you're not a failure. God's with you, and he'll sustain you no matter what.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you, Lily. So one of the things I want to tell you guys is that I'm actually I'm wanting to do so I'm doing the leadership call with my MMP and above to get them to MMB, but I'm actually thinking I want to do for those that accountability for those that need it to get to MMP. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know, because I would like to start something little from that. And I don't care if you're whatever line you are, if you want to start that, or if you have someone that you feel like would like that. So hi. So I hope you guys have a blessed night. And I actually am going to Florida this week. I leave on Wednesday to go to Florida, so I'm super excited about that for John Maxwell thing. So I'm sure you guys will see video and photos and all that good stuff. So I'm going to bring, actually I have some really cool news that I'm going to bring, that people, some of my people like get to, if they get to MMB, they get to get a access to this webinar that I'm actually, or the training that I'm going to on Thursday with John Maxwell. So actually leader pass, so you get to watch that. So it's really, really awesome. So I'm really, really super excited about that. So I get to give those tickets out to anyone that wants to watch it live. So that'll be for those that are going for MMB. So and that get it. So maybe later on, you guys, when you do get MMB, you can get that, because it's going to be open for the next year that you'll be able to watch that. So that's really awesome. So, all right, guys. Well, I love you guys dearly. And thank you so much for getting on here. I hope you guys have a blessed night.